Are your legs feeling weaker despite your daily walks? It is a frightening realization. You feel unsteady on your feet and worry about losing your independence. You might even fear a future fall. This is a common struggle for many of us over 60. We put in the miles and think we are staying strong, but the scale and the mirror tell a different story. Your muscles are shrinking. You likely think walking is enough to maintain leg strength, but atrophy happens because your body lacks the high-threshold motor unit recruitment that only resistance against gravity provides. Walking on flat ground does not provide the mechanical load your body needs to signal for protein synthesis. Without that stimulus, your body slowly sheds muscle mass. The culprit is the loss of your type 2 fast-twitch fibers. They simply go dormant. These fibers are the keys to your balance and power. Thankfully, you do not need a gym membership or heavy weights to reverse this. By adding 3 simple, purposeful movements to your routine 3 times a week, you can wake those muscles up. These movements bypass the limitations of casual walking by directly challenging your stabilizers. You can rebuild your foundation safely from home. To rebuild your stability, we start with a simple movement: heel raises. This exercise targets the Gastrocnemius, the large muscle group that provides the explosive power you need for balance. To set up, stand near a sturdy kitchen counter or a stable chair for light support. Place your feet shoulder-width apart with your toes pointing straight forward. Keep your spine long and your core lightly engaged, as if a string is pulling the crown of your head toward the ceiling. When you are ready, press down through the balls of your feet to lift your heels as high as possible. Pause at the top for 2 full seconds and feel a firm, intentional contraction in your calves. Lower your heels slowly, without letting them slam into the floor. Aim for 2 sets of 10 repetitions, focusing on the quality of the rise rather than speed. You should feel tension along the back of your shin, which signals that your muscles are working. You might also notice a stretch in the arches of your feet at the peak of the lift. Pay attention to how your weight shifts slightly forward, forcing your stabilizing muscles to fire to keep you centered. One common mistake is leaning your torso too far forward or backward, which moves the effort away from the calves and onto the joints. If you feel like you are tipping, you are probably compensating for a lack of ankle stability by using your back. Reset your posture and focus on rising vertically. Correcting this ensures the mechanical load stays where we need it to trigger strengthening. Always keep a sturdy support within arm's reach for safety. And pause immediately if you feel sharp pain. If the movement feels too difficult, hold on to your support with both hands to prioritize your balance while you build your capacity. That lift you just finished was more than a calf exercise. It was a wake-up call for your fast-twitch muscle fibers. Think of these fibers as your body's emergency brakes. They are the ones that catch you when you stumble. Daily walking is slow and steady, so these fibers basically go to sleep. When they stay dormant, your body stops building muscle because it assumes you don't need that extra power. By rising onto your toes, you force your body to use those fibers again. This creates a tiny stress signal that tells your body to get stronger. Your brain remembers how to recruit this hidden power. Please keep that sturdy chair nearby as we continue. Only move at a pace that feels safe for your joints. After that calf work, let's move to our second exercise, the ADL Sit to stand transfer, mini squats toward a chair. This movement helps you regain the independence you need for daily tasks like getting out of a car or standing up from the dinner table. Start by standing in front of a sturdy chair with your feet hip-width apart and heels planted on the floor. Keep your chest upright and your spine neutral to avoid slouching. Reach your arms in front of you for balance and engage your core. Start the move by hinging at your hips and bending your knees as if you are sitting back into the chair. Stop once your glutes tap the cushion, then press through your heels to stand back up. Keep your knees aligned with your toes to protect your joints. Use a controlled tempo, taking 3 seconds to lower and 3 seconds to rise. This forces your stabilizing muscles to do the work. Aim for 10 repetitions, keeping the motion smooth and steady. You should feel a burn in your quadriceps and glutes as these muscles wake up. Focus on the tension in your thighs as you descend, feeling the load shift from your hips into your legs. Pay attention to your pelvis, creating a solid base to keep your knees from caving inward. A common mistake is letting your knees drift in as you rise, which puts stress on your joints instead of your muscles. Fix this by pushing your knees outward as you press up to recruit your gluteus medius. This strength keeps you steady when you step off a curb or walk on uneven ground. If the range feels too deep, put a pillow on the chair to shorten the distance. This lets you focus on your form while you build your strength. Building on that squat strength, we move to our third exercise, balanced tandem stance, behind chair. This move sharpens your internal gyroscope. Start behind your sturdy chair and use it for initial contact to stay stable. Place one foot directly in front of the other so your back toes touch your front heel, forming a narrow, straight line. Keep your weight even between your legs and feel your hips shift to find your center. Stand tall. Imagine a string pulling your head toward the ceiling and keep your core braced. As you hold this position, notice your ankles and hips making tiny rhythmic adjustments to keep you upright. You will feel your deep pelvic stabilizers and the small muscles around your ankles working to counter the slight sway your body naturally wants to make. This is your nervous system learning to navigate narrow spaces, like walking through a crowded store or stepping over an obstacle. Hold this stance for 30 seconds while looking at a point at eye level. If you find yourself leaning heavily on the chair, lighten your grip and use it only for balance, not support. Switch the lead foot and repeat on the other side. A common mistake is hip hiking, where you tilt your pelvis to one side for artificial balance. This bypasses the core muscles we want to strengthen. Keep your hip bones level like two headlights pointing forward, which forces those deep stabilizers to do the work. If this tandem stance feels too difficult, move your front foot slightly to the side to create a wider base of support while still challenging your balance. This precise control keeps you steady when you walk on uneven sidewalks or navigate a busy curb safely. You have started waking up those dormant muscles with these movements, but we need to address the daily habits that are quietly erasing your progress. Even with a solid routine, repetitive behaviors can counteract your hard work. You might feel like you are doing everything right, but if your daily lifestyle includes these two specific habits, you are spinning your wheels while your strength ebbs away. It is time to audit your movement patterns to make sure your body is not actively sabotaging the foundation you are building. First, stop relying exclusively on long, flat walks without any incline or resistance. Walking is great for your heart, but it is low intensity and fails to challenge your fast-twitch muscle fibers. These fibers are responsible for explosive stability and catching yourself when you stumble, yet they stay dormant during effortless strolls. Avoid flat ground when you can, or simply march in place while lifting your knees high to force those stability fibers to work. Second, stop sitting for hours at a time. This habit triggers what specialists call gluteal amnesia. When you sit for too long, your primary hip stabilizers, which you need for balance, effectively turn off. This leads to weakness and poor walking mechanics. It also weakens the nerve signals that tell your muscles to fire during your day, leaving you vulnerable to instability. To break this cycle, use the 30-minute rule. Stand up, move, and squeeze your glutes briefly every half hour. By reclaiming these moments, you turn idle time into a recovery session that protects your strength. To integrate this change, follow this plan. Perform these movements 3 times a week. Aim for 3 sets of 10 repetitions for heel raises and squats, and hold the tandem balance for 30 seconds on each side. Consistency is the real key to better function. By committing to these short sessions, you shift from just moving to intentionally building strength. Picture yourself 3 months from now. Imagine walking down the street and noticing that uneven sidewalks no longer dictate your path. You feel the ground with certainty, your core is tight, and your stride is long. That heaviness in your legs is gone, replaced by a springy, youthful resistance. You are not just walking, you are owning your space. You move with the confidence of someone ready for anything. This is the independence you deserve, the freedom to travel, to play with grandchildren, and to navigate your world without a second thought. Your future self will look back at this as the moment you decided age is just a number, not a limit. If you found these tips helpful, subscribe to follow our journey toward better health. I want to know you are with me on this. If you are dedicated to reclaiming your mobility, please type, "I am rebuilding my strength" in the comments below. For detailed guides, workout calendars, and science-backed protocols, head over to my website at www.seniorvitalityhub.blog. You will find the link in the description, or you can scan the QR code now on your screen. Keep moving with purpose. I will see you in the next video.